everyone, it's Coach Janice, and I am here to show you or to review the warm-up stretches, the cool-down stretches that we worked on at the group run on Saturday. I want to congratulate the team members who came out on a less than perfect weather day. It was a little bit drizzly and a little cool, and I want to encourage everyone to come out no matter what the weather, because Dan and I are going to be there, Jeff will be there, and it's a really good idea to run in all types of weather because you never know what the race day conditions are going to be. It's a good idea to get that experience under your belt. So anyway, let's say that you've gone for a nice run. You're no longer huffing and puffing, which you really shouldn't be running that fast anyway right now. You've skipped around a little bit, you've gotten your heart rate back down, your muscles are warm. It's a great time to do some stretching. Now, the first thing we want to do, we want to stretch some of our bigger muscles first. So find something to balance on, unless you have really good balance, and grab a hold of your ankle. Now, reach with the opposite arm and hold on to your ankle. Gently pull your knee slightly past your standing leg. Now you want to go up around here and hold back on. You don't want your leg out like this. You want to try to keep your leg under your hip. And you're pulling it gently back. You're not leaning forward. You're keeping your torso straight. Okay. That's your quad stretch. Then I have kind of a yoga runner's stretching kind of vinyasa that I like to do. It stretches all of the really problem spots for runners. It stretches your hamstrings, your hip flexors, which are not just a problem for runners, but also for people who sit at the desk all day. Because what do? We're just flexed all day long in our hips. And what do we do when we run? We flex, and we need to keep them long. So let me get you started there. The first one we call a yoga push-up, and there's a couple options to it. You get down, and you're in a plank position. Now you want to squeeze your buns. You want to pull your stomach in. You don't want to be up, and you don't want to be down. You just want to be in a plank shape. All right? The first option is to just push back up into what we call downward facing dog. This is going to stretch your hamstrings. Now what you're trying to do, envision that you're pushing your heels into the ground and you're stretching your seat bones up to the sky or the ceiling while you push back on the heels of your hands. Then you can go back to plank. Back to downward facing dog. You have a lot of energy after your run, you can do what we call the real yoga push-ups. Option 2, point your toes up to the sky. Go all the way down, keeping your tush squeezed tight, your belly button up to your spine. Plant your toes. Go back into downward facing dog. And then option 3 is to do a full push-up. Get into your plank, your real tight plank. Lower yourself all the way down. Push up, push back. Do anywhere from 3 to 7 of those. Take a nice long time with that backwards push. Feel your hamstrings lengthen. Now you're going to take your right foot, place it up next to your right hand, and you're looking for a right angle with your knee directly over your ankle, right, your thigh parallel to the ground. You're going to place your left knee down on the ground, and you're going to look up and push your hips forward. You want to get as straight as you can from one knee to the next. You're going to find in the beginning it's going to be hard, but as you continue to gently push, you're going to get longer and longer hip flexors. This is one of the most important stretches you can do for yourself. Okay? We don't bounce when we do a static stretch, so there's none of this. We just gently push a little bit more each time. Step 2, put your hand on the outside of your foot. Push back, lift your toe. You'll feel a stretch in your calf. All the way towards the bottom of your hamstring. Push your back foot, heel to the ground. If you want to get a stretch in your Achilles, bend the back knee slightly. And repeat 3 times. Look up, push the hips forward. Hand back on the outside. Push back. After 3, you're going to come down and you're going to stay in this lunge position. Again, right angle, thigh parallel to the ground. You're going to try to push your hips forward some more, bring your shoulders in line with your hips. If you want another option, you can do, not sure which warrior pose, it's one of the warriors. Lift up your hands, and if you feel really balanced, you can look up, lean back, and you'll really feel that hip flexor. Now we're going to point our toes forward. And we're going to place our right hand next to our right foot. Use our elbow and try to get a nice stretch in our adductor muscles. Very gently, we don't want any groin injuries. Again, don't push your knee over your toe. Try to push your seat back. Keep your knee over your ankle as much as you can. Hold that for about 20 seconds. Come up. Place your left hand under your chin and watch your right hand as it goes to the sky. This is nice if you have any stress in your lower back, and you'll still feel more stretch in the same adductor. A lot of people go like this. You want to try it again. Keep your shoulders in line with the center of your body. You come down, and now we do the same thing on the other side. Look up. Hold your stretch. I'll be condensing this here. Put your left hand next to your left foot. Sit back. Use your elbow. Get the stretch in your adductor, your right adductor now. Pivot to the left. Go into your lunge. Right angle. If you're ready for it, you can look up, feel that stretch, push that heel back, feel the stretch right there. Come down, you might need to walk your foot out a little bit. Left hand inside of your left foot, look up, push your hips forward, push back, left hand on the outside, toe up, on the left side, heel down on the right side. You can go for that Achilles stretch by bending your knee. And then you end with, again, 3 to 7 yoga push-ups.